future of the kids and the grandkids. And he's studying in his second year in neuroscience, and although he's not a Sudbury native, he's completed his undergraduate degree here at Laurentian, and he's really grown to love this community at the university and of the greater city here. He's very active and involved, and he's participated in political and academic events, and he's even hosted shows on campus, on the community radio. He's volunteered a lot of time, and obviously a very engaged young person who wants to send a strong message to the Premier and to our government. So please give a warm welcome to Brendan Lehman.
I'm here today to speak to you on behalf of over 750 graduate students at Laurentian, all members of Local 110 of the Canadian Federation of Students. So simply put, college and university students in Ontario rely on the services of the Ontario Northland Transportation Commission. These decisions will further exacerbate already limited travel options for students traveling. Residents of Southern Ontario receive continuous investments in transportation infrastructure. Services in Northern Ontario are seen by the government as a mere subsidy. Winding down the Ontario Northland Transportation Commission will mean that students will have to pay even more in private transportation costs to be able to study in Ontario's north. This further straining the accessibility of post-secondary education and preventing many students from Southern Ontario from considering attending colleges or universities in Northern Ontario, especially from the Laurentian standpoint, considering the near $63 million Laurentian is committed to invest under the University of Choice category for a strategic plan geared at attracting students outside of Northern Ontario to study at Laurentian. And not to mention accessibility for our brothers and sisters at Lakehead in Thunder Bay. The Ontario government announced that they would begin selling off the Ontario Northland Transportation Commission as a necessary measure to balance the books. However, we must question the choice of Liberal MPPs and supporters to parade through the city in their limos this weekend. Surely reducing their limousine budget would also assist Ontario to balance its books. Such a wasted service would be more beneficial than cutting the required transportation of the north to people they claim to represent, and increasing tuition fees. Lastly, Ontario Northland employs more than 950 workers residing in northeastern Ontario. Not only will this decision lead to nearly 1,000 people losing their jobs, this also affects the community, the families, and the province, and their future students. Workers will not have to fund the funds to spend within their community, and their families will be adversely affected. In the past, on average, Northern Ontario's unemployment rate has been 2 percentage points higher than that of the remainder of Ontario. This is already a severe lack of jobs in Northern Ontario. To remove another 950 when countless numbers of Northern Ontarians are forced to head south to attempt to find work and student spots, is simply irresponsible if we seek to preserve our northern communities. For all of these reasons, on behalf of Northern Ontario students, we condemn the Ontario government's decision to sell off Ontario Northland, as it is far too detrimental for students, families, and communities, and is in no way the correct means for the government to balance its books while our MPPs continue to indulge themselves. I invite everyone to a screening of Derailed, the documentary about the crumbling rail system in Canada. Tonight we're showing at 7 p.m. in A226 of the Arts Building, just across campus there. And additionally, if you'd like to Red Square to support the student movement, we have a guy named Tom roving around. He's got them in a cone. We have some at the table as well. So thanks for your support, and have a good day. Thanks.
To say that even though Dalton McGuinty is not here,